Hey, my love, I never imagined I'd be sitting here, penning this letter to you, feeling the quiet weight of my heart pressing against each word I write. It's strange, isn't it? How time moves forward. Yet there are certain thoughts that have been with me for what feels like forever. Thoughts I never knew how to share until now. You've been on my mind constantly, but not in the way people casually say that. I mean, really on my mind. Not just as a passing thought, but as a quiet rhythm beneath everything. I've noticed things about you, things I can no longer keep to myself. Changes, beautiful ones, subtle ones, mysterious ones, and they've stirred something deep within me. A mix of awe, concern, love, and a longing to understand you even more. So, I'm writing this, not to lecture, not to correct, but simply to speak to your soul. I want you to know that every word comes from a place of deep love and connection. My only intention is to reach you, to sit beside you in spirit and hold space for your heart. You may not have noticed it yourself, but there's something about you lately that's felt different, lighter, freer, almost as if a new version of you has started to emerge, one that's bolder and more alive. At first, I thought it was just a passing phase, but now, I know it's something deeper. You're evolving in ways that can't be ignored, and honestly, I'm in. The funny thing is, it has a lot to do with your spirit. It's as though you're growing younger in some ways, not in years, but in energy, in perspective, in joy. You carry yourself now with a lightness, a spark, a kind of unfiltered curiosity that reminds me of someone discovering life all over again. And you know what? That amazes me. I watch you sometimes when you're not aware, when you're laughing at something silly, or when your eyes light up at a small surprise, or when you pause just to breathe in the world around you. And I swear, my heart stretches a little bigger. You glow in those moments, not with makeup, not with effort, but with something so purely you. You make everyday things feel like adventures. You wake up with this boundless energy, and it's as if you're ready to fall in love with life all over again. Whether you're trying something new or simply soaking in the quiet joy of a slow morning, you do it all with such grace and presence. It's beautiful to witness. It's healing, actually. You don't just live, you experience. And you don't just exist, you expand. You've brought color into the gray spaces of my world. I used to think life had to be structured, mapped out, controlled. But you showed me the beauty of uncertainty. You showed me that life doesn't have to be a puzzle to be solved. It can be a dance to be enjoyed. You've taught me how to slow down and really see, how to savor the warmth of tea, the scent of the earth after rain, the way sunlight sneaks through the window in the morning. You've brought me back to moments I never even realized I was missing. There's something about your laughter, your spontaneous ideas, your random cravings, your wonder about the world. It's contagious. I find myself wanting to match your joy, your curiosity, your wild hope. I want to join you in the magic you seem to create out of thin air. And yet, if I'm honest, there's a part of me that feels like I'm still catching up to you. You've stepped into this light version of yourself, and I'm still learning how to meet you there. I'm still shedding some old layers, still unlearning the idea that we must always be serious, always be stable, always be on track. And sometimes, I feel like I'm watching you fly while I'm still learning how to loosen my grip. But don't mistake that for distance. What you're witnessing in me isn't withdrawal, it's reverence. I'm standing in awe of you. I'm in the front row, cheering you on, even on the days when I'm quiet. Especially on those days. Because sometimes, love isn't loud. Sometimes it's quiet. It's the way I watch over you when you sleep. The way I remember the little things you say. The way I think of you in the middle of a meeting or smile at my phone because you cross my mind. I want you to know something deeply important. I see you. I don't just see the version of you that the world sees. I see the real you, the one with the soft heart that you try to hide behind humor, the one who dreams in colors, but sometimes wakes up feeling blue, the one who fights silent battles even while being everyone's strength. I see how much you try, how much you care, how deeply you love. I see how you lift others up, even when you're tired, how you show up, even when you're unsure, how you keep choosing growth, even when it's painful. You, my love, are a miracle that dances barefoot in the garden of life, sometimes getting pricked by thorns, but always returning to bloom again. I want to thank you for everything. Thank you for the light you bring into my life without even trying. Thank you for your laughter, which could heal 1,000 wounds. Thank you for your touch, which feels like safety and home. Thank you for your mind, which questions, wonders, and dreams fearlessly. Thank you for your spirit, which is wild and kind and untamable in all the best ways. You are, quite honestly, the most breathtaking human I've ever known. And every day I spend with you feels like a gift I didn't earn, but one I treasure with all I have. But even in all this admiration, I know you're not perfect, and that's the best part. You have your moods, your doubts, your fears, and I love you in those moments just as much, if not more, because those are the moments you let me in. Those are the moments we get to be real, and I want more of those moments with you. I want the deep conversations, the quiet evenings, the unfiltered feelings. I want to know what keeps you up at night, what dreams you're chasing, what memories you can't quite let go of. I want to hold you in your mess, not just your glow. I want to be your partner, not just your fan. I want to walk beside you in this life, hand in hand, through the seasons we can't predict. So here's what I'm asking of you. Let's talk more. Not just about the logistics of life, but about our hearts. Let's ask the big questions and the small ones. Let's laugh about the silly things. Let's cry when it gets hard. Let's be human together. Let's remember why we fell in love. Not just the passion, but the connection, the soul part. Let's check in with each other, not just to say, "How was your day?" but to ask, "How is your heart?" Let's create a space where we can both be fully seen, fully known, and fully loved. Because we deserve that. You deserve that. I know that life gets busy. I know that routines pull us away from what matters. But I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose us. You're too important. This love is too precious. So here's my promise. I will keep showing up. I will keep trying. I will keep listening. I will keep loving you, not just in words, but in action, in presence, in patience. And when you forget your light, I'll remind you. When you feel tired, I'll hold you. When you get lost, I'll walk with you until we find the way back. You're not alone, love. Not now. Not ever. Sometimes I wonder how I got so lucky to have someone like you, to be chosen by you, to wake up next to you and see the sunrise not just outside the window, but in your eyes. You are everything I didn't even know I needed. And I'll spend the rest of my days learning how to love you better, how to grow with you, how to explore this beautiful life with you. You make the ordinary feel extraordinary. You make me want to be more alive. And that's what love is supposed to do. You've given me a new lens, a new rhythm, a new heart, and I will spend every day cherishing you for that. So if you take anything from this letter, let it be this. I see you. I honor you. I'm inspired by you. And I am madly, deeply, endlessly in love with you. Thank you for being you. And thank you so much for letting me love you. Forever yours, me,